Welcome to the Espresso series. This story is entitled The Drooling Lady. So let's get started. The Drooling Lady. She smelled funny too. My girlish 8-year-old nose would crinkle up every Sunday morning when we stopped at her house. We had a station wagon, Town and Country Ford. It's the 1960s. Us 3 kids sat in the back seat with the usual argument about who had to sit in the middle. No window, and your feet had to stay on the hump in the center of the floorboard. I don't know if Dad liked picking her up either. I don't think so, because the 4 of us were quiet as Mom got out and walked to the door to get her. She was always there. No reason to hope or pray otherwise. Mom called it housebound. Dad made one of my brothers crawl over the seat and sit in the back to make room for her. I said I would sit in the back, but Dad said, "No, you have a dress on." So, when we picked up the drooling lady, she usually sat by me. Mom's high heels clicked slower as she came down the sidewalk with her recruited beneficiary. Mom's cheerful red lips would be talking and telling her about us kids. I cringed. I didn't want her to know anything about me. She wore the same dress every week, silky with big flowers. It seemed so slippery that the flowers would slide off it. Or worse yet, the dress would slide off her. When she got in the car, she always reached over and patted my knee. I can still see her chipped yellow fingernails, and her touch gave me goosebumps. I can't remember her voice, but I remember her eyes were watery and bulging. Her glasses were thick and slid down her nose, and my nose was busy wrinkling up to my eyes because she smelled like old people medicine. But I can't remember her voice. I think I was so busy watching her mouth, I didn't hear her words. She had creases in her lips, and the lower lip drooped down. She drooled. I could have forgiven Mom for all this suffering if we were just taking her out for an afternoon drive. But no, we were taking her to church. My weekly dread was people would think she was my grandmother. One Sunday, my dread came true. A girl in Sunday school was saying something to me, and it ended with the words, "Where does your grandmother live?" Months of pent-up anxiety now vented with my zealous explanation and denial that this swishy-dressed, drooling lady was not in any way related to me. We picked her up Sunday morning, same routine, but this time Mom had bought her a box of chocolates. Russell Stover. Long white box with a red bow printed on the corner. I think that was so you didn't have to wrap the box. She got in beside me. Mom waited to shut the door while she tucked the silky roses on her dress under her legs. Mom got in the front and did her usual half turn to continue chatting with our guest. "Here you go, Helen. I got you a gift." Mom's hand was extending over the back of the front seat and handing her the box of chocolates. I was watching, and at the same time trying to uncrinkle my nose. I heard her voice. I remember how it sounded. Trembling and joy. "Oh, Joni, how did you know?" "Know what, Helen?" "How did you know it was my birthday?" And my brain thought, birthday? Birthday? She has birthdays? Well, I can't credit myself with a magnanimous shift in character. I still wasn't pleased we picked her up for church, and I still didn't want anyone to think she was my grandmother. But there was a change. I realized she had a birthday, just like me.